whole other elements came into play. This whole corporate element. There was a lot more money on tour, a lot more events. Everything was just rapid fire. There was hardly any time or off season to sit down and to develop equipment, to go through a methodical process. And that's what I was used to doing with Michael. And so we ended up just building a lot of boards, and having boards ready, and just, having them ready for him to try. And so, and it's pretty common now where these pros, they just go through so many boards. I mean, you go through 100 boards a year. Yeah.
So,
I mean, that year he won the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
He won 2 events at Huntington.
Right.
On this 6'2" round pin I did for him, thruster.
I was there.
Yeah, you were there. So that. And you know what? It was a brand new board. He didn't even ride it.
Really?
Michael would never do that. He would never slip a board in his bag before he got in a plane unless he knew the board.
Mm-hmm.
And he just threw the board in the bag, and I'm sure he must have had a couple of practice surfs out there, but he did it. He won 2 events back to back, and I just go, what are you doing? It worked out, but
just a lot of confidence in his equipment. I mean,
yeah. And then a couple of years ago, a couple of years later, we had a Pipe Masters. He was there trying to re-qualify, and I remember it was huge. It was breaking the second reef, and I see him walking on the beach for his heat with a 7.6, and I go, he never even rode this thing.
Mm-hmm.
He just waxed it up. It'll go. He paddles out, and he had a man heat with Luke Egan, and he just waxed him.
Really?
Yeah, scored a 10. Caught a giant wave on the second reef. Rode the thing all the way, and just these big turns, on the outside, and then when it dropped into the inside reef, he just set it up and just got funneled all the way through, almost down to gums, and then kicked out, and then came in. I remember Luke standing on the beach because he was ahead, and Andy Luke was picking up all these clean ones on the inside, and Andy just, about 10 minutes before the end of the heat, he just paddled way outside. There's just nobody there. Just paddled way out. Burned a lot of time and just sat there, waited for this one. Luke had already come in and was ahead, was leading the heat, and then he catches his bomb and just does his thing, and that was it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Got the 10.
And he got the 10, and
That's
that
awesome.
was it. And I think he re-qualified on that wave.
Amazing.
Yeah. But anyway, so it's different. It's it's scratching my head, and he came in, I go, Andy, it worked out.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't recommend that again.
Right.